Alright, Brush Monkeys, welcome back. As you can see, I finished up the set of D&D Heroes that I got from the grab bag set. I was kind of impressed that out of this grab bag of all this weird kind of stuff of some monsters and demons and some sci-fi guys and some western guys and all these different Reaper Bones figures, I actually got what I would consider to be a complete set of Dungeons & Dragons Heroes. Now, you notice the first video I did of painting these guys, I painted the Paladin here. And so I kind of walked you through step by step. I didn't do all the rest of the figures that way just because I didn't use any techniques on these figures that I didn't use on this guy. With the exception of the wizard here, the wizard and the elf both painted their cloaks entirely in inks. And it's kind of an interesting technique, but I didn't want to take up a whole video with it here when I'm going to use it on another figure later on. So you can see how the wizard turned out. He looks pretty good. There's the back end of him. And then the elf ranger archer. But you can see how the zenithal priming created the highlights and shadows that when I painted over with the inks, kept those highlights and shadows in there and just created it naturally with just a flat ink. I didn't have to do any more highlighting or shading with that. So that came out really nicely. The Barbarian I also did before I started doing the videos. I've actually had him done for a while now. And we'll go into how I did the skin tones on him on a future figure. The cleric, got the freehand on the cleric I might go into on another video, but I painted him with a Callantir cloak and tabard because that's the Society for Creative Anachronism kingdom I live in, and I painted him that way because he kind of looks like a close friend of mine, and decided that I wanted to pay homage to him in the miniature there. Then I've got this gnome warrior. Did the transfer on the shield the same way as I did the one on the paladin. And then the two I finished today, just earlier, was the female paladin. And you can see how she turned out. Freehand on the back of the cloak to match the emblem on the shield. And last but not least, the dwarf ranger, where I tried to stick mostly to shades of brown and green because he was a ranger. And I kind of like how he turned out. So there it is, the D&D Heroes set. Those are all going up on my Instagram. Those are all going up on the those will all be available for the monthly drawing for my Patreons supporters. And like I said, on a future video I will show how I did the inks. Just a preview, the inks I use are Taylor & Rowney FW inks. These are like one of the top inks you can use for miniature painting. The only two you really need though are black and sepia. Those are the two I bought. And then the rest of them are all old Citadel inks from their expert paint set. But this was like from way back in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s. You can't hardly find these anymore. If you find a set on eBay and they're still liquid, grab them up. They're really fantastic inks. Citadel has yet to produce anything wash-wise to that standard to this day. So if you can get your hands on one of the old sets and they're still good, go for it. Otherwise, that's all I have for today. Feel free to comment below on what you want to see on future videos, and like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye. Hey everybody, Tom from Flying Monkey Studios here. Thanks for watching my videos. If you like what you saw, hit the like button if you want to be notified when new videos come out. Click subscribe. And in the meantime, if you want to support me in any way, check out my Patreon site, Facebook page, and Instagram page. And comment below on what you want to see on future videos. Thanks a lot. See you later.